Greetings, ladies and gentlemen, I'm Mitch McKidd, and welcome to another Let's Play for YouTube. And today, we are playing Sonic the Hedgehog 2. After doing the first one, I thought it would be very sensible to do the second one. The sequel to Sonic the Hedgehog would make perfect sense. So, ladies and gentlemen, Sonic the Hedgehog 2 makes a lot of changes to the overall level design formula and as well as Robotnik's go. But the gameplay is largely the same. Well, more or less. With a few minor tweaks here and there. So, ladies and gentlemen, this is Sonic the Hedgehog 2. The sequel that was released in 1992. After the original success, Sonic the Hedgehog would be granted a sequel, and it was released on a campaign called Sonic Tuesday. I don't know why that pun exists, but there we go. So, ladies and gentlemen, Sonic the Hedgehog 2 is pretty much got a few differences here and there. For starters, we've got different special stages. Each zone has 2 acts. Elements very longer than the first games. From the first game, we have 2 acts in each stage, which also includes the boss. So, with that being said, the stages are a lot longer this time round. Whenever we have 2 acts, we have longer stages for this game. Being a sequel to Sonic the Hedgehog, would make sense to have longer stages and longer levels so that we can actually have a much more fleshed out game. And it has more zones than the first one, having a variety of themes. So with that being said, we are here on the special stage. It's a half pipe. After the first one went us through acid trip mazes, we're going through acid trip half pipes this time round. This one, the early ones aren't that bad, difficulty wise. But unfortunately, there will be one big gripe that I have with the special stages in this game, mostly due to a certain person's AI if you play the Sonic Tails. And I think it's Tails' AI that has some bad flaws. But in the normal stages, it's pretty good for Tails abuse though. Now, if you've got a second controller port, you can actually play co-op with this game. Pretty handy though, pretty nifty as well. So, ladies and gentlemen, Emerald Hill is pretty much Green Hill Zone, except much more colourful and much more brighter. So, this one is much more of a brighter and longer version of Green Hill Zone. And it's still easy. And it's still an easy level though. And the music is actually pretty good. I actually think the music took lessons from the first one and decided to make it more variable in the second one. Considering there's more zones in this game. Also, anybody who knows about the border thing, well, ladies and gentlemen, like the first game, I'm playing the Sega Ultimate Mega Drive Collection version on the Xbox 360, so that's why the border is on there. I do apologise for that, but then again, I think it didn't show up on my TV, so it must have, the recording equipment must have picked it up from there. Sorry about that. But anyway, ladies and gentlemen, we are nearly at the end of the first zone already. And we are going to be doing the second special stage. So in this part, I'm going to try and get 3 of the Chaos Emeralds. And get through the first 2 zones. That's a bit of a simple answer. I don't really buy the special stages as such. I do actually think that they're on too many games. I think the amount of games that they have type special stage appeared in is so phenomenal. It's been in Sonic Heroes, it's been in Sonic Rush, it's been in Sonic the Hedgehog 4 Episode 2, it's been in a lot of Sonic games, basically. And it's also been in Sonic 3D Blast as well, the Saturn version. And it's also been in Sonic Heroes, but no, actually that's a full pipe. It's actually tunnels actually, so just to correct myself. Get here. Ugh. Ladies and gentlemen, this is an example that will definitely. This is AI troubles that I have with this game. No, actually with Tails' AI. Because in the later special stages, it'll be harder to get the rings unless you're playing as Sonic alone or if you're playing as co-op. But if you're actually playing solo with Sonic and Tails, then that's going to prove a big problem. Anyway, we're going to do the first boss, and who else is it but Dr. Robotnik? Apparently, he's back, kidnapped all the woodland creatures, got all the Chaos Emeralds, and of course, he's back for vengeance. But he's got something bigger planned under wraps, which we'll get to later on. And of course, for you guys' entertainment, I decided to defeat him without having any rings whatsoever. That was an easy boss fight. That was pretty piss easy. One of the most predictable attacks I ever did. He actually ever did. So anyway, ladies and gentlemen, we're off to the chemical plant zone. I don't know what I skipped. I think my recorder's got a bit of a problem. And this game also introduces us to the multitude of us having multiple pathways, making the stages much more variable and having much more methods of going through a level. That is absolutely amazing. I absolutely praise the level design in this game. It's just absolutely incredible. And it's just incredible. It's just great. And going fast at the speed of sound is really incredible. Well, this stage also includes this game actually introduced us to one of the most gimmicks that was talked about by many Sonic fans and would spread the Sonic fan base: the speed boosters. Oh, my goodness, there was a big debate about that. And there was a bit of a glitch there. Why didn't the one-up fanfare not play there? I don't know, but anyway, it was a bit of a glitch. But sound glitch, I believe. Oh, and ladies and gentlemen, this game also introduces us to game continues after completing the stage. Whenever you get 10,000 points in total bonuses, you'll definitely get an extra continue. But because of how this game is easy and how many lives are rack up to the end of the game, I hardly will be using any of those continues. And with that being said, I've got another extra life. So now we're up to 6 lives. I have actually played this and the other games a lot over the years, so you pretty much think that I won't be able to use any continues. But then again, considering I'm now an expert in these kind of games, I won't be able to use these continues anymore. So, continues, you were good whilst you lasted in my childhood. Anyway, time to go to the third special stage, and let's jump through that Stargate. Let's start off and get 60 rings. Well, sometimes some of the totals can be a bit demanding. Indeed, in these stages, some of the totals can get a bit demanding. And it's all thanks to AI error. That's why I always seem to think that some of these stages are hard enough with all those bombs in the way. But then again, when your AI is actually badly nerfed, that just adds the insult to the injury. I do actually think Sonic the Hedgehog 2 is still a great game, but it would have done without any of these AI issues with Tails. Damn it, Tails! Stop jeopardizing my chances. Whoop. There we go, Tails. This is for you. Enjoy your punishment. 160. Bam! Oh, come on, Tails. Let's go through it. Get hit by a bloody bomb. We've lost a ring, but that's not too bad considering that Tails has collected fuck all. And we got a Chaos Emerald, so that doesn't matter anyway. Yeah, well, that's absolutely good. Oh, and this also introduced the 50,000 points get an extra life motif as well. So, ladies and gentlemen, whenever you get 50,000 points, you actually get an extra life. And how did I not die there? That is just absolutely confusing. If I got through that space, I would have definitely died there. But I think that might have been a collision detection. Some collision detection is a bit sporadic in some of these games, Sonic games, actually. Don't even get me started on Sonic the Hedgehog Genesis for the Game Boy Advance, which has a ton of collision detection issues. May have not played that game, but I certainly don't want to, considering how much shit that game had caused to the original. Considering that it was a remake, the game was completely glitchy and uncontrollable, and I think. And I heard a lot of people that absolutely hated Sonic the Hedgehog Genesis for the Game Boy Advance. In fact, if there was a Sonic game I'd rather play for the Game Boy Advance, I would definitely stick to the Sonic Advance series. Thank you very much. Or, in honest opinion, I would rather play Sonic. Sorry about that. I'd rather play Sonic 4, the Sonic 4 series rather than Sonic GBA Genesis. That's definitely saying something. Anyway, we're going off to the boss. Who will it be? Well, guess what, ladies and gentlemen? This is pretty much one of the easiest bosses in the Sonic series. Pretty much the easiest ever, because he never seems to attack you. Yes, look at this. Defeated, bitch! Stupid recorder just skipped the entire death animation as well of that boss. But with that being said, we've already done Chemical Plant, and of course, we have done it. And for that, we will continue in the next part for where we will tackle the next 5 free zones, and of course, get the next few Chaos Emeralds. So until next time, this is Mitch McKidd saying good night. Very good journey, and I'll see you guys in the next part.